Healing without attention. One of the most powerful things a person can learn is how to heal without attention. We live in a world where everything is shared. Every emotion becomes a post. Every setback becomes a public discussion. Every difficult moment becomes content. Many people have become so used to external validation that they believe healing only counts if other people see it. But real healing is often quiet. Real healing often happens in private. Real healing often takes place when nobody is watching. The truth is that some of the strongest people you will ever meet are people who fought battles that nobody knew about. They carried pain without making it their identity. They faced disappointment without allowing it to destroy their future. They rebuilt themselves without announcing every step of the process. That is the power of healing without attention. It is choosing growth over performance. It is choosing recovery over recognition. It is choosing peace over validation. The first step in healing is accepting reality. Many people stay stuck because they refuse to accept what happened. They replay conversations. They replay mistakes. They replay disappointments. They spend months or even years wishing reality were different. The problem is that healing cannot begin until acceptance begins. Acceptance does not mean approval. Acceptance does not mean what happened was fair. Acceptance simply means acknowledging reality as it is. You cannot heal from something you refuse to face. One practical habit is asking yourself a simple question. What is true right now? Not what you wish were true. Not what you hope will happen. What is true right now? Clarity creates healing. The second step is allowing yourself to feel pain without becoming consumed by it. Many people try to escape pain immediately. They distract themselves. They avoid difficult emotions. They pretend everything is fine. But emotions ignored rarely disappear. They usually return later, often stronger than before. Healing requires honesty. It requires acknowledging hurt. It requires acknowledging disappointment. It requires acknowledging loss. This does not mean living in pain. It means allowing yourself to process it. Pain is a visitor. It should be acknowledged. It should not become a permanent resident. One practical habit is spending time reflecting honestly instead of constantly distracting yourself. Awareness creates understanding. Understanding creates healing. The third step is separating your identity from your experiences. Many people make the mistake of becoming their pain. A failed relationship becomes their identity. A betrayal becomes their identity. A mistake becomes their identity. A setback becomes their identity. But experiences are not identities. Something happened to you. That does not mean it defines you. You are more than your worst day. You are more than your greatest mistake. You are more than your disappointment. Healing begins when you stop introducing yourself through your wounds and start focusing on your future. One practical strategy is shifting your internal language. Instead of saying, "I am broken," remind yourself, "I am healing." Instead of saying, "I am a failure," remind yourself, "I experienced a setback." Words shape perception. Perception shapes recovery. The fourth step is taking responsibility for your recovery. This is one of the hardest lessons in life. You may not be responsible for what happened, but you are responsible for what happens next. Many people wait for someone else to save them. They wait for apologies. They wait for closure. They wait for explanations. Sometimes those things never come. Healing cannot depend on someone else's actions. Healing begins when you decide to move forward regardless. One practical habit is asking yourself every day, what can I do today to improve my life? Focus on actions. Focus on growth. Focus on progress. Small steps matter. The fifth step is rebuilding trust in yourself. Pain often damages confidence. People begin questioning their judgment. They begin questioning their decisions. They begin questioning their worth. Healing requires rebuilding that trust. Trust grows through action. Keep promises to yourself. Follow through on commitments. Create small wins. Every time you do what you said you would do, you strengthen self-trust. Confidence is not built through positive thinking alone. Confidence is built through evidence. Give yourself evidence. The sixth step is learning to let go of the need for validation. Many people secretly want others to witness their healing. They want recognition for their growth. They want acknowledgement for their struggles. But healing becomes more powerful when it is done for yourself. Not for applause, not for sympathy, not for attention, for yourself. One practical question to ask is, would I still do this if nobody ever noticed? If the answer is yes, you are focused on genuine growth. Internal motivation creates lasting transformation. The seventh step is creating healthy routines. Healing is not only emotional. Healing is physical. Healing is mental. Healing is behavioral. Your daily habits influence your recovery more than you realize. Sleep matters. Exercise matters. Nutrition matters. Movement matters. Structure matters. When life feels chaotic, routines create stability. One practical strategy is building simple habits. Wake up consistently. Move your body daily. Spend time outside. Read something valuable. Take care of your health. These habits create momentum. Momentum creates progress. The eighth step is protecting your environment. Healing becomes difficult when you constantly expose yourself to things that reopen old wounds. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your influences. Pay attention to the people you allow into your life. Some environments support healing. Others delay it. One practical habit is creating distance from sources of unnecessary negativity. Protect your peace. Protect your focus. Protect your progress. Your environment influences your mindset. Your mindset influences your future. The ninth step is developing patience. Many people expect healing to happen quickly. They become frustrated when difficult emotions return. They assume they are failing because they still feel pain. Healing is not linear. Some days feel strong. Some days feel difficult. That is normal. Progress is not measured by perfection. Progress is measured by movement. Keep moving. Keep growing. Keep learning. Do not judge yourself for having difficult days. Judge yourself by your willingness to continue despite them. One practical reminder is understanding that healing often happens gradually. Trust the process. Trust time. Trust consistent effort. The 10th step is creating a future that excites you. One reason people remain trapped in the past is because they have nothing pulling them forward. Healing becomes easier when you have goals, when you have purpose, when you have something meaningful to build. Your future should become more important than your pain. Your growth should become more important than your disappointment. Your purpose should become stronger than your past. One practical strategy is setting goals in different areas of life: health, mindset, finances, skills, relationships. Give yourself something worth working toward. The truth is that healing without attention is powerful because it creates real strength. You are not performing for an audience. You are not seeking sympathy. You are not trying to prove anything. You are rebuilding yourself because your future matters. The strongest transformations often happen quietly. A person decides to improve their health. Nobody notices at first. A person begins reading every day. Nobody notices at first. A person starts creating better habits. Nobody notices at first. Months later, everything looks different. That is how real growth works. Quiet, consistent, powerful. Remember this. You do not need everyone to know your struggles. You do not need everyone to understand your journey. You do not need everyone's approval. Your healing belongs to you. Your growth belongs to you. Your recovery belongs to you. Focus on becoming stronger. Focus on becoming wiser. Focus on becoming healthier. Focus on becoming more disciplined. Let your actions speak louder than your explanations. Let your progress speak louder than your pain. Because one day people will notice the confidence. They will notice the strength. They will notice the peace. They will notice the growth. But they will not see the countless private decisions that created it. And that is okay. Because the most powerful healing is often the healing that happens without attention. The healing that happens in silence. The healing that happens through discipline. The healing that happens through growth. The healing that allows you to leave the past behind and build a future you can truly respect. Keep going. Keep healing. Keep building. Your future is waiting for you.